It's time to minimize the window and enjoy the noise. You're listening to TigerTails Radio, Season 13. You're listening to TigerTails Radio, abusing our internet privileges since 2004.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to TigerTails Radio, Season 13, Episode 34. I am TK, and on the sofa tonight we have Xavier.
Yep.
And Hedgie.
Hello.
Who went there last week.
Indeed, we were not.
Who weren't
But
there.
now
Due
they're
to
back.
situations beyond our control.
He was a coward.
Or smart, depending on your point of view.
SMRT. I mean SMART.
Schmut.
Smirt.
Hello to everybody who is paying attention and listening in today. We're only, 4 shows away now from episode
We're a
1000?
number. Depending on where you look, it could be a different number.
And
but we're a number.
does everybody have their costumes?
No.
The important thing to realise is, do you have your costume?
Yes, I do.
Because you're the only person who said he was going to wear one.
Yes, I do. I have it. It has been tailored to fit my Adonis body, so yes.
And where'd you keep that? Because obviously
It is
on the sofa.
currently with all the other projects that I said I would start.
In the
So,
bottom
on the
drawer.
back burner, yeah.
Yeah.
Not really on the back burner, it's more in the cupboard right at the back, in the dark, waiting to come out.
And Biohazard
He'd
in
get
channel.
away with that joke if he had a cupboard.
It's true. Biohazard in channel says definitely lemon fresh Hedgie tonight.
Yeah.
Lemon fresh.
Hedgie is indeed lemon fresh. Or at least he would do if I was to go upstairs and get the lemon fresh shower gel and squirt it all over him.
Yeah.
Because then he would smell lemony. Like lemony snicket.
No.
Or is that a different lemony?
That's a different limony. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Dear me. So yeah, we're back. It's Monday.
How'd you
It's halfway through October.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, holy crap, time flies.
Especially when you got COVID.
Yeah.
I
We'll
didn't.
get to that. Yeah. We'll get to that. Oh dear. So yeah, we're here, and it's show 34, episode 34, show 996.
96.
Yes.
Doing maths.
97, 98, 99, 1,000. 4 shows to
So
go.
4 weeks.
There.
Oh.
Yeah, a month. A month
A
today,
month.
which makes sense because it's going to be on the 15th, so that would figure.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maths isn't hard at all, is it, kids? Yes, it is very hard.
But yes, I have my costume all ready to go. We're still waiting for Mr. Xavier to upload the Halloween podcast to the server, but
No, we're not.
We're not. Has it been uploaded?
This shows that you don't follow any of our feeds.
Right, has it been uploaded?
Yes, yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I listened to it. So if you want to listen to some Halloween-related stuff, we do indeed have a podcast at Ramblings of a Grey Muzzle.
Sounds a bit like this
Grey
jingle.
Muzzle Podcast. Here we go.
Did you know we have a podcast now? Ramblings of a Grey Muzzle. Give it a listen. At greymuzzlepodcast.co.uk.
And this one's interesting because I created an entirely new spooky intro with my
You did. It was
with
very
my
good.
incroyable skills.
Go listen.
So, yes.
Also, Spotify has kindly allowed me to ask questions via Spotify. So if you want to answer the question on there,
really?
feel free, because that will give us content.
Really, there's a question, is
Yeah,
there?
I randomly
I didn't see that when I was listening to it on Spotify.
I randomly went to it and it went, okay, fine.
Why didn't I get the question?
Where is this then?
He said on Spotify.
On Spotify, because I upload it on Anchor, which is via Spotify. And it said, oh, yeah, ask a question via Spotify. I was like, okay. Everyone's now desperately...
Yes, we want to find out what this is.
Everyone's now ignore us. We're not doing a radio show. We're looking shit up on the internet.
I'm chatting to the listeners on Discord. Thank you.
Yeah. But anyway, so yes, TigerTails Radio, we're back in the studio once again. So, little studio who is somewhere.
Well, he was behind Yal. I don't know where he's gone now.
Okay, he's decided to take the night off. But, you know,
It's most not like him. Where is he?
I don't know.
Probably somewhere. We'll find him eventually. We normally do.
His head.
Oh, really?
There we go.
Oh, there he is. Yes.
Take a night off indeed.
There we go.
Now you can barely see him.
Yeah, we are very
That's better.
close
There we go.
to Halloween, so that is in just under
It
2
is
weeks.
my favourite festival of the night. Of the year.
Of the year.
Yes.
It's his most favourite time
Of the year. It is. Halloween is the best festival. It is the best festival. The bestival.
Which is the one where we get Morris dancers?
That's
Spring,
That's
but it
spring.
does also do
Yeah,
other
is
stuff.
it May Day or something? The May Day festivals.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, if they dance around the maypole and go, "It's meant to be a penis." So yeah,
Yeah, May Day. But I heard it says May Day. See?
but yeah. But yes, Halloween is fantastic festival. I love Halloween.
See, I like the May Day festivals. I've got a thing for Morris dancers because I reckon. Not that kind of thing. Oh my god! Get your minds out of the gutter, people.
It was him. It was him. His look up at the camera as if to say,
It's not even getting our mind out of the gutter.
Oh no, actually, it's true because I've been thinking that if they're going to go around with bells on and dance like that, then they must all have really deep-rooted, severe humiliation fetishes. Because there's no other reason you'd do that. There's no other reason why you'd dress up like that with the bells and go around and dance.
Well, I think it was because, back in that time when they didn't have the ability to think clearly, it was, it's getting dark, therefore it's coming to, no, it's not, I'm thinking it's Halloween again. Mayday is, it's the day when we plant the harvest. We must make sure that no evil spirits will eat the seeds. How do we do that? I know, we dress in white, dance around and smack wood. There we go.
And then we'll start the celebration.
I think it was down to that. It was a way to appease the gods.
He was seriously
Gives the gods a
thinking
giggle.
about how to make a joke out of that. You could see the.
It's like, because when he started talking about going into the dark and things, I was thinking, what, are you saying that the Morris wear all that stuff because that's the olden day version of high vis?
No, I still had Halloween on the mind, and my brain was like, yes, May is in Halloween. That's
It's like,
fine,
we
so.
couldn't afford reflective stripes, but we found bells. If they can't see us, they'll bloody well hear us.
There you go. I mean, that's the way to do it. I mean, literally, when you're riding a bike, you don't have lights. You just go, wee woo, wee woo.
It's not terrifying in the slightest, really, is it?
Not at all, not at all.
Oh dear. So yeah, I think we probably need to move into then our weeks because we're back.
This is Tiger Tales Radio. And now let's catch up with the cast. This is Review of the Week.
So, hands up who had COVID. And hands up all who didn't.
Yet
Teeks, it's not a good idea to do this when you put your hand up.
he didn't.
Went
He
flat
just-
up. It was like a high five.
No, it wasn't.
High five for
It
not
was
having
not. You did not put your hand like that.
you can argue about it later.
Well, since
so,
you're the
yeah.
king of racism, I expect you'd probably know the difference, yeah.
I am not racist, thank you very much.
Dear God. So
I might be
yeah.
improper, but that's different.
So last week we were all mostly still at home. So Monday the show we mentioned this because I was operating out of the
Remote studio.
the remote studio, which
As
is
was
called my
Hedgie.
room.
Yep.
So it was mostly to protect this guy who apparently is fine.
Yeah.
But
Technically,
then,
he's the youngest, so he's still got the baby protection.
yeah,
So, yeah.
but
By
this
that,
week
I had
was
to wait the longest to get my fucking jabs.
Yeah, this was the week where we were basically just waiting for everything to finish because self-isolate as much as you can in a house full of 4 people. But it did mean that going out was not a thing. Ordering shit in, though, whilst I'm working, that apparently was a thing. So during this week, holy fuck, how many doorbell rings did we have? Ding dong.
Every 20 bleeding seconds. What is it? Something for Hedge. Okay.
Something
for Jules. Okay. It's something for Peter. Is there anything for me? Damn it!
Did you order anything?
Not entirely sure.
I can't remember anymore.
Yeah, it was a
God.
very busy week for deliveries because we also did online shopping. We did online shopping as well this weekend. Just to cover our
Dear
bases.
Sainsbury's, please deliver these to our door. And they go, very well. We will deliver these to your
fucking
door.
Dear Asda, they're
However,
cheaper.
we couldn't find you any bananas, so we've given you a picture frame.
Kind of. It's the replacement shit that happens.
I noticed you ordered gluten-free bread. We didn't have any, so we got you regular bread.
Thankfully, they don't do that. And to be fair, it's very rare that I see the gluten-free bread replaced for regular base. I see regular bread replaced for gluten-free bread.
That's because people want the regular bread.
Yeah.
People don't want the gluten-free, so they've got tons of it left. They will never run out of that.
Red milk was the one.
Oh,
It's
red
like,
milk,
I would
yeah.
like red milk.
Skimmed
Okay,
milk.
here's whole.
Yeah.
Could you not even move slightly along to the Cravendale?
It's a skim it yourself job.
Give it
You
yourself.
stick it in the pan, you boil it so it get the skim to the you just scoop it up and there you go.
Or you just get the whole milk and then add water to it and go, here you go.
And flu medication is still a bitch to try and buy, so that was a fun time. But yeah, so mostly it was stay in.
Pretty much.
Obviously,
hide.
because I could work from home, I did work from home.
Likewise.
And I continued on just
In fact, we still have to, don't we?
we will still have to, because what the fuck is going on between my work and the actual guidelines? So in order to return to work, I have to get a PCR that shows that I have a negative test. Cool. Okay, so I did that on Thursday, which was the 14th.
Yeah.
Under the assumption that I was out of the window.
Wrong.
Apparently I'm not out of the window. So I told
Or at least
work,
you weren't then.
well, I did an LFT and that came back negative. The PCR came back positive, so that was today. So work went, okay, well, self-isolate for 10 days from the test. That's fine, that won't screw up my holiday. Government website is like, well, if you've done this, continue to self-isolate from when the symptoms first started, or from when the first test was started.
Yeah.
Because technically, you're still in the window. I was. I was like, okay, that's fine. But either way, I am now still working from home this week, and we'll still have to sort out a PCR because I had to upload the positive test. So they're now going to deactivate my card so I can't walk in the building. So in order to get the ability to get back in the building after my holiday, I have to upload a negative PCR, which will be great. But yeah, basically it was just because I tested probably still within the window. I got a feeling when the flu symptoms hit, that was flu, and then COVID came along and went, fuck you.
Potentially.
But from the way things were going, because I'm fairly sure I had an LFT that was negative before my positive LFT. But hey ho,
Yeah.
good times. But that's minor. I mean, it's all sorting out anyway.
But I can't go back to the office now until you've had a negative test, so hurry up and take it.
Yeah, his work apparently is paranoid that maybe the guy who hasn't caught it yet might catch it and bring it to work.
Yeah. Because they'd rather not lose everyone in the call centre.
It's not as if they have a facility now to work from home, or have they turned that off?
No, it still works. I know this because I'm
Yeah, you
doing
use it. Yeah,
Yes, yeah.
it's not
He's
like they can
milking it
prove
for
it.
all he's worth.
When people catch COVID, they generally tend not to want to work anymore until
yeah.
they're not feeling so crap.
Well, yeah, it depends on the variation, because mine was like a day and then a weekend. Jules was relatively long, and Hedge just died. So
Yeah, pretty much.
Hedge just
It
died.
went, hey, punch. Oh my
But
God, what is this?
that's just faff, to be honest. It is just faff. Outside of that was continuing on working my way through a game that I'll be talking about. Watching various bits of Halloween stuff, because it's Halloween, so all the Halloween movies are on. Good times. And watching stuff from like how the movies that made us, and watching the commentary and behind about things like Halloween
yes.
and Friday the 13th, which is quite amusing when you see it's like, here's how they did Halloween. Oh, that's awesome. Here's the budget. How?
Yeah.
Here's how they did Friday the 13th. Oh, that's awesome. What was it? Basically a rip-off of Halloween. Okay.
Yeah, the budget for Halloween was ridiculous because John Carpenter, the director, was an independent filmmaker, so he knew how to stretch money like crazy. And it was pretty much, yeah, you basically have 3 main characters, which is pretty much Laurie Strode, Michael Myers, and Dr. Loomis. All the others
Didn't
are
have a
extras.
choice.
Sorry?
He didn't have a choice.
Yes. Yeah. He knows how to shoestring a budget. And also kids as well, so you could pay them less.
Watching the documentary bit, it was like a case of, okay, if you can make this film on this budget, we'll fund you. And it's like, okay.
And John Carpenter as well, being a musician, wrote all the music himself, so he didn't have to pay anyone to score it.
Budget cuts.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
And
so
DH
quite
says
interesting.
about the COVID situation, he's happy that I managed to escape it and sorry for everyone else.
Yeah.
It happens. I mean,
Couldn't
I'm
be
just like I said last time. I'm amazed that we haven't picked it up, because even with the lockdown and everything else, people have had to travel. Jules had to travel to work. When restrictions were coming off, we were still moving around the public, and this is the main saving grace, I think, was the fact it was during summer. That's fine. As soon as the cold weather for colds and flu comes in, that's when the vectors increase. And unfortunately, we just got hit. So, like I said, I'm just amazed that we didn't get sooner. So, yeah, that was it. The weekend, did a bit of shopping, bimbled around, did some role play, which was fun. So it's like, yay, interaction, and all that jazz. And then Sunday was
I'm
just...
going to just repeat the string
roast.
briefly, just to check lipstick.
Oh,
Repeat
we're
the
going to
string
die.
briefly, just to check lipstick. Yeah, that's fine. That's good. Carry on.
Okay.
Thanks, TK.
All right.
But yeah, so that was pretty much it. So this week is mostly make sure I'm on top of things, because next week I will be on holiday.
Hey.
Because I will be in Devonshire area. Devonshire.
Cornwall?
Devonshire. Cornwall, potentially.
Yeah.
Smugglers Coast area. So I will be away. So it will just be these two.
Yep.
So, TK,
Yes.
because you're typing, and therefore I'm distracting you, how was your week?
Not too bad. Because, I got to work from home, which is always good.
Ah.
Hang on.
Is that it?
Well,
There is more.
mostly you just stayed in your room, if I recall.
Yeah, well, that's because you lot had COVID, and I didn't, and I wanted to keep it that way. And so I decided to just basically hide. Because y'all were just traipsing around the house and being everywhere, spreading your disease and your lurgy everywhere. So I was like, no, I'm just going to try and hide in my room where the disease isn't, and try and keep it that way for as long as possible, and got through half a bottle of hand sanitizer at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll ignore some of the obvious stuff and just carry on.
And so, but I got some writing done, did some updates to websites and things, and apparently we're lagging a lot today. Or at
Yeah.
least there's a big desync between audio and video.
Potentially
weird.
it's YouTube. Potentially it is YouTube. But carry on, TK, you were talking.
Oh, anyway, yeah, that's gonna. Oh, but I have to see it every week. Ugh. Why did no one ever tell me this before? Could have looked
Probably
into it.
because Biohazard says it's not minor. Oh no, he says it's not minor. Very noticeable. I
Yeah.
thought he said it's minor, but no. I just never mentioned it apparently.
Yeah, thanks.
Remember, that's the British thing. If there's a problem, you just ignore it. It's a British
Ignore
thing.
it; it might go away.
Yeah.
All right, I'll have to see if I can mitigate that somehow. But yeah, other than that, yeah, look, got plenty of writing done. Managed to do 3,000 words or so on Saturday,
Ooh.
which was quite nice.
Oh, is this for NaNoWriMo?
He's
Yeah.
catching up to the point where he can actually then continue his thing, because he still needs to get Party A to Spot B.
Nah.
Yeah, which is where they were supposed to have got by the end of the last NaNoWriMo.
Oh god.
But they hadn't quite made it, despite being 63,000 words in. They're now 70,000 words in, and they're nearly there.
Oh god.
And then once they're there, I can start Nano.
Have you considered actually writing? Actually controlling the story.
Planning.
Rather than.
Planning. Yeah, a lot of people think about planning. A lot of people even attempt to do planning, and then they start writing, and then they go, well, now I'm seeing my pants.
Yeah, well, the planning goes right out the window because all of a sudden something else happens. And it's like, oh, balls. And it's not the case of needing to control the characters, it's just events are taking longer than I anticipated them to take.
Shit
It's-
happens.
Yeah, which is basically shit happened. And
Yeah.
I realised that my core group of people were wonderful for what they wanted to do, but actually achieving it, they were going to struggle. So they've now got a friend who came along, kind of,
God.
not quite Deus Ex Machina, but at the last minute now there's a friend who can help out. They don't know they're helping out yet, though. They think they're doing something else.
Oh god.
So outside of the writing, have you been doing anything else over the week?
Like I said, not too much. Updating websites and things, playing a few video games, watching streams, Ketinator streams for gaming, and also colouring the Gay Pardo comics. Been watching those because there's not much else going on, and chatting with the lovely Shades and having lovely voice time type things, but on Android. Google Duo, that was the word.
Google Duo.
Yeah, the new fad thing that's going to be dumped in 6 months. Yeah.
Duo's been going around for a little while now. We were using it.
So did Google Wave. So did Google Plus.
Google Plus never really got off the ground though, and now Duo will probably get incorporated into something else eventually. But it's basically their answer to FaceTime. And it does the job well enough. They've got some nice little, what do they call it? Those little things that overlay on the screen.
Overlays.
No. They've got a stupid name. I can never know what it is.
UIs.
Filters. That's the word I'm looking for.
Oh,
filters.
God, no. Die in a fire.
Yeah, no, they've got one that turns your head into a big cartoon puppy head.
Oh.
Which, if I knew how to put on the stream, I'd put on the stream one.
No.
Because that'd be hilarious.
No. No. I would be leaving. No.
Why?
Bad enough that they can do. There's a bunch of filters you can pump into Discord that are horrifying when some of them. Yeah, there's some terrible ones for Discord. I don't know if they're Nitro exclusive or if it's just like download
maybe.
stuff. I think it may just be download stuff, but God no.
But I am looking to be doing a few streams of writing.
Oh.
So I know that the Gay Pardo community has a few NaNoWriMo participants in there, so going, hey, will you set up a streaming room? And there's a streaming room on the TigerTails server now as well. If you look down into the NaNoWriMo section. So if you are also taking part in the National Love Writing Month, you can share your stats and things.
Well, technically there's a bunch of streams because we have the radio one, we have the gaming one.
Yeah, but this will be streamed within Discord.
I do need to. Yeah, well, that's the other thing. We don't really use Discord to stream stuff. I have occasionally thrown stuff in there. I probably should just like idle in the background occasionally, but it depends on how easy it is. Well, it's not like how easy it is, how much faff.
It's quite easy. It's just when you start streaming on Discord, it looks mirrored. And I was like, why is it mirrored? I don't want it mirrored. That's useless for a writing stream. No one reads backwards. It turns out it's only mirrored for the host. Which I thought was a stupid thing. It's like,
It's just to help identify what you're looking at, because you probably also have another screen that you're dealing with potentially. But hey ho.
well, I'm getting this close. Like, hang on, people can't really see it. This close to buying a new monitors on eBay.
Why do we need more monitors?
Because I want at least another 2 up here.
Oh, God.
TK,
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure. One, the desk will take it, and two, whether or not
The desk will.
the desk
Finding
will.
power would be interesting, but I'll work on
Yeah,
that.
I don't think we'll have the power for that. And also, how will your old PCs cope with yet another monitor plugged into it?
Well, the one on my right actually supports 3. It's got 3 desktops already. If you VNC into it, you can see all 3 desks. 3 desktops.
Yeah,
And-
supporting is one thing. Being able to handle it is another.
And the one on the right, easily.
Biohazard says, easy, come speak to me.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
But they're all the same brand as well, the same model as well.
It'll
the
need
ones-
another stand.
Yes, I've got my ironer stand that's a tool stand. Or
Jesus.
I could just replace it with a 4 monitor stand.
They're weird, by the way.
They are weird. It's like Goro from Mortal Kombat. With one single leg. Yeah.
It's when you start
huge.
faffing with them, that's when they get even weirder.
I'd have to
'cause
move
it's
the
like-
camera though, because the monitors would definitely cover up the camera that's pointing at me.
Well, to be fair, you could you don't ergonomically worry about that one. You could rearrange the monitors quite easily, so the camera can still be there.
True, but I could just move the camera slightly. Whatever way works.
Yeah, with technical stuff.
But
Anyway,
yeah, I
Hedgie.
want more monitors because
Yes?
I've only got the one on my left here for the preview, and then everything else on the one, and that just gets awkward because then I can't see all the chats, and I can't do all the admin, and I can't do all the Jackbox stuff. So I need to spread things out a bit.
Dear me. So how was your week, Hedge?
Well, my week was basically being, half dead. So, because,
Which half? Top or bottom?
yeah, pretty much all of it. Because COVID went, I'm going to knock you down physically and mentally. I'm going to stop your brain working. And I was like, oh my God, I'm Jeremy Clarkson. So, so, God, yeah, that was an experience, not being able to think. And it was like, oh, good God. So, yeah.
Did you get the sudden urge to start a farm?
Well, I almost started playing Farmville again out of boredom. I can't do anything. Well, Facebook games. But yeah, I created a few more videos for the escape room that I'm working for. A couple of extra assignments I did. But today, I got to go to a proper recording studio and record some voice work. So yeah.
And give them all COVID.
That was good, yes. I'm playing a centaur character, so I got to do a very deep, intense voice for a character. Yeah. So yeah, I'm getting into voice work again.
Was it porn?
No, it was not porn. Be ridiculous. How dare you?
It was porn.
It was not porn.
If
Absolutely
he's not
not.
simping for VTubers, he's recording porn.
It was
honestly.
it was anti-porn. Thank you very much.
Anti-porn.
Yep, anti-porn. It gives you no arousal whatsoever.
That's because you shouldn't be jacking off people's aunties.
It's furry porn then. No!
No, no, thank
You're
you very
a
much.
centaur.
It's a very good quality fantasy genre.
Fantasy, right.
Yes, fantasy genre.
Wow, 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 wow.
So, was the centaur there to repair the fridge? or-
When this comes out, I will make you eat your words by going, look at this awesome thing I'm in.
And we go, that's amazing, but it's audio, so we can't see it. So nice try. Also, it's porn.
It's not porn. Not porn at all. I have
Really,
never.
Hedge, how's the simping going?
I have no. I've never narrated porn. I may have partook of it.
You may have written it.
Yes, and I may have partook of it, but I've never narrated it.
Now that's a lie.
It's not a lie at all. I've never narrated porn.
Really? We can't go on Amazon and search under Hedge Hayden. And
Oh, that's not porn. That's erotica. That's different. That's incredibly different.
wow, that goalpost moves swiftly.
It's very different. Erotica and porn is incredibly different. Thank you very much.
Do people jack off to them?
What, erotica?
Yeah.
No. Erotica is for titillation.
If you want to answer and join in on this debate, you can email
There
HedgeHadySims
is
for
no
VTubers
debate.
at
It's like going.
Damn it, YouTube, why did you take away polls?
because we don't have an,
Discord to do polls.
I
Now we're not
know.
a community. Fuck! I knew I should have upgraded the server to community server.
yeah, we can't.
Yeah. I do. I have narrated erotica, not porn. There are two very.
So I
different
think we
things.
need to move swiftly on because we're at 9 o'clock and TK potentially has not even turned on the PS4.
I've turned on the PS4.
Have you actually sorted out Jackbox?
No, I'm just
Oh,
wondering which one.
Jackbox 8 is out.
Oh my word!
Right, hold everything.
Oh god,
From my understanding, Jackbox 8.
is expensive.
How do I get to the PlayStation Store from where I am? Back.
Right, we're gonna have to fill again, Mr. Xavier.
Yeah, we just insult TK for
So,
his inability to run
As you
stuff.
are aware, at 9 o'clock we always have Jackbox games.
Which might be slightly delayed because I need to buy it.
Yes. We've Quiplash 3 has been one that we've played a lot, as people realise. Also, Fibbage is another one that people like playing. The occasional Dictionarium if we want to do some word play. And then also the occasional sort of powerful game, like, was it New Verse City?
That was fun. I
What was
enjoyed
it called?
University.
University?
Yeah, University.
Yeah,
University,
there's
yeah.
some of them are really quite good, but some
Yeah.
of them do require a lot of thought, which for a Monday sometimes is not.
Doesn't appear it's on the UK store yet.
Never mind.
Which is odd because it does say it's PlayStation.
It does not support
currently.
online matchmaking. Does that mean you can't do online games?
No, it means you can't search for a group of people to join you.
Okay.
You only have your own private rooms.
Aha. Yes, US only.
I know you were saying it's a shame. Never mind, that's fine. We
It'll
can
be here
play,
soon, don't worry.
We can
Yes.
play normal.
Normal. You know, the other Jackboxes.
Yes, the other Jackboxes. The weirdest thing when it's like, hey, we've only got a US only release of this game that's been released around the world multiple times.
Bad, 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 bad.
So, thanks.
In that case, I'll carry on loading what I was loading.
Hey! Good,
But at
good,
least
good.
now we know there is a Jackbox in the future. Maybe it'll be ready for show 1000.
Oh,
That'd be cool.
in my outfit that I've got to wear.
Yes.
Yes.
In your outfit.
Outfit.
Yes, my outfit.
In your outfit.
My outfit. You are aware of what my outfit is, right?
I have heard of your outfit.
I've seen it.
And his outfit.
Yes.
Boom.
Oh,
How demonetized would we be if we all turned up in our birthday suits?
God.
Very.
Very,
Well,
yeah.
actually, we don't make money off of this. So
That's true, yeah. We haven't got 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get us 1,000 subscribers before show 1,000.
we'd
and
probably get featured in, like, The Sun or something.
No, we're not that big.
we're nowhere near that important. Right then. I need to press this button, otherwise it all goes completely
find out.
wrong. And then I need to press this button as we get to play Split the Room.
Oh, we're starting with this one.
There's room for more.
Join us. Your Jackbox code is QZBY. Join us.
Join us.
In your own time.
Well, thank you.
So, we currently have a TK Tiger, a Xavier, who is a bot,
Psst. Join the party.
a Biohazard X9, a DH, and an erotic Hedgie.
Indeed. Not porn. Erotica.
Porno hog.
No! Not porn, thank you very much.
You've seen Pornhub. This is Porn Hog.
There's room for more.
Just Sonic with his wang out.
Looks like the PlayStation release is going to be delayed.
Oh. By how long?
You expect them to tell us?
Hopefully by at least a week, so that I've been paid and can then actually afford it.
Join the party.
P.S.
October the 14th.
Yeah, he keeps saying October the 14th.
The 14th. We've gone past that.
Yeah, if it's not on the PlayStation Store though, then that's a bit shit.
Join us.
I can wait, I'm patient.
No, you're not.
That's true, I'm not. Right, I think we're going to have everyone here, so
5.
I'll just check the YouTube feed, because I must admit I've not been looking
Join
at
the
that.
party.
I believe we're okay. Yes, we're
nope,
okay.
We're okay then.
Hey.
Everyone's there, everyone's here. We're good to go. If you do miss the opportunity to jump in, then do feel free to join the audience where you can vote and things.
Join
and affect
us.
the game still. And then be ready to play our second game. But in the meantime, the countdown begun. Oh, there's about 3 seconds of lag as well.
Ooh.
That's
Meow.
standard.
Do not be startled. I am here to guide you as we explore the deepest recesses of your mind. You will build strange and complex worlds using only your imagination and your thumbs. A hypothetical situation missing
Does
one
exist.
key part will be transmitted to your device, like this one. Ads before online videos have been banished. In their place are 15-second videos of this. They are not skippable. Is life better? There are infinite possibilities you could write in to complete this scenario. Choose wisely though, because everybody else will then answer yes or no. And you will earn more points if you split the room. Fitting name, huh? For those of you in the audience, you'll be competing as one player. Your answers will be determined by a majority vote. Yes, even in a nebulous void, democracy is important. At the end of the game, the person who creates the most divisive dimensions will win. Got it? Good. Now let's begin.
Yes.
The game is afoot.
It is.
You are entering a world of endless possibility, but one where the possibilities are determined by your friends. Scared? You should be. It's time to split the room. Complete the scenario that was sent to your device.
Ready to begin.
So don't forget, if you can see a timer on the screen on the stream, deduct 5 seconds from it, and that'll be what basically real time is.
Okay, it is on there. So I don't know why you couldn't find it then.
Interesting.
Probably just TK. Are you in the right store?
The PlayStation one.
And bingo, if Xavier hits the mic, you can mark it off on your sheet now.
don't think I'm going to be doing well on this one.
Still waiting for answers from Biohazard. Exotic Hedgie has just put his name in.
Yep. I am.
Hurry up. Time's run.
Hey,
Everyone's in.
everyone's in.
Brace yourself for which way?
Ooh.
That way.
You've always heard rumors of the evil witch who lives in the woods, but now you've decided to investigate. Just a few feet into the forest, you see this.
Ooh.
Do you turn back and give up?
Am I armed?
Is the Doom soundtrack playing?
Do I have a BFG? I'm going to base my answer on the fact the answer to those questions are no.
Is Isabel from Animal Crossing with us?
I would also assume no. Because I don't know many people who either bring Animal Crossing characters or BFGs into the woods.
Doom guy in Animal
Shotguns,
Crossing.
maybe. Shotguns.
Is confirmed.
The longer it takes the room to answer, the more bonus points you get. This one is called What Friends Are For.
Ooh.
Your friendship amulet allows you to gain the skills of this person.
Savior.
One day, a stranger challenges you to this. Do you put a $100 wager on the outcome?
So I can have the skills to talk in a monotone voice and lose more.
Dear God, neither of those are skills.
So, does Xavier have latent sword fighting abilities that could help you?
I suppose I could challenge them to a game of D&D.
No. They've challenged you to a duel with
Yes.
swords.
Fight a duel with swords, which is always hilarious.
Super Split.
Whoa!
I will take that, even though it's not my points.
That's my point.
Ah.
Up next is You're an Idiot. When someone replies to you on social media with a grammatical mistake, you feel this. You are suddenly offered a lucrative media job. Per your contract, you have to maintain a social media presence. Do you take the job?
I mean,
Spot Hedgie's question.
yeah, I mean,
Really?
if you're having to maintain a social media presence, you're not actually talking to people. You're just having to read a bunch of terrible tweets and shit like that.
But you will be talking like Christopher Walken for the rest of your life.
Yeah,
if it's
probably.
time-based.
Yeah. Also, you'd be having to deal with social media, so, you know.
Yeah, no, there's not enough money in the world to really cover that job.
So our companies have social media guys. I feel for those people.
DH was the only one that would take the job.
Oh, look, it was Hedgie's question. What a shock.
Occasionally it comes in
It's
handy.
time for
Oh no, Hedgie's been muted.
Man's
for shame.
Best Fiend. Your dog has been kidnapped by a villain. It's always the villains. In order to get it back safely, you must do this. You have 24 hours.
become
Do you
Batman?
do it?
Is his leather though, was his rubber?
His was
I always thought it was rubber.
insulated armour.
Oh,
They look very rubbery in the films.
yeah, but that's because you kind of can't do realistic comic book shit. I mean, effectively, that's literally, do you dress like a superhero and go searching? That's basically what it is. Do you go out as a superhero?
Can I talk like Adam West when I'm out there? Here, doggy. Doggy.
Talk like Adam Westworld, come in here.
The Edge got a 3-1 split.
Had a bit of time.
We need to find
This scenario is called Private Karaoke Party. It's your parents' big anniversary party, and all they wanted was a private karaoke room for them and a bunch of their neighbors. You show up and realize the monitors are all playing videos of this. There is no way to turn off the videos. Do you let your parents rock the mic?
Ooh.
I am so glad that I will never have to worry about this from my parents. My parents would not do karaoke.
I would mine.
No.
I mean, my dad's got Parkinson's, so he ain't going to be holding the mic too well. And my mum would have to do karaoke from Beyond the Grave, which would be Halloween appropriate.
That means your dad could do a pretty good vibrato then.
He does a very good Michael J. Fox.
It's like, do you honestly want to survive this evening by letting them do this, or do you want to survive even by not letting them do this?
Thea's the only one that would.
In all fairness, I'll be there going, my turn next, my turn next, my turn next.
Yes, TK would indeed be the one who would get shot first.
Here's where things stand at the moment.
Scores.
I think we know who's winning. Yep.
Me currently, I'm the only one with the super split. But that was only in the first round.
It's time to create some more havoc.
Yes.
Xavier Wolf, Xavier Wolf, No.
I am not going for any possibility of winning.
Oh, this should be an interesting one.
I think that's the thing. It's like if you get a question that inspires you, it's awesome.
I can imagine this either being another super split or a complete no split. This is going to be either highly divisive or everyone's going to be on the same page.
Roar. Here's one I like to call Time or Reason.
Ooh.
You find a very unusual time machine. It can only go back in time by 2 hours, and it always lands in this spot. It costs $20,000. Do you buy it?
Do we have 20 grand to blow on a time machine in the first place? Mind you, that's $20,000.
Yes.
That's about a tenner.
$20,000 just to go back in time to Disneyland.
In 2 hours, yeah.
Yeah, but it's like you go back to Disneyland. It was like,
Yeah, I mean, you could get to have your ride and then go in the time machine and join the queue again.
yeah.
Still enter Xavier. 10, 9, 8.
Oh!
Super split.
Super split.
It depends on the value, but I think 20 grand for getting back.
Daddy likes it when the tingles are there.
And now, Binge Pipe presents This Is My Daughter, Groupon. You're about to have your first child. All right. As part of a new initiative, this company or organization offers to pay for everything, food, clothes, and schooling, if they can sponsor your child. That means she'll wear subtly branded clothes until she's 18. Do you take the money?
Xavier is now reading the question silently to himself. So yes.
I'm reading this and I'm sat there going, I honestly don't think there's many people who wouldn't. It's like, hey, do you want to never have to pay for your child till they're 18? Sorry, what was the question again? Where do I sign? But GB News, sorry, I can't hear you over never having to pay for my child again. Seriously. Mom, I want new trainers. Mom, I need new clothes. Mom, I want a bicycle. Mom, I want a pony.
Oh,
Biohazard didn't vote.
Maybe internet issues.
Ruined the super split.
Internet issues. Oh, I see.
Feast your eyes
those kind
on
of questions. It doesn't matter
Home
who. It's
office.
like, oh yeah, I don't have to spend money. It's fine.
You are running for local office. Your mom is your campaign manager, and she is insisting you run with the campaign slogan of this. She already made t-shirts. Do you fire your mom?
oh my God.
I want to know how she did this from Beyond the Grave.
I want to know which region we're in, because that entirely depends on whether or not we go with the slogan or not.
Yeah. Are we up north or up down south?
Yeah.
Because if we're up north, that's a winner.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
If you're down south, no one cares.
there's some people that like pucker pies down south.
Yeah, but not as many as up north.
No, true.
It's not a big brand in South. I mean, to be fair,
it's in all the chip shops, but
Greg's is one of those things where you can kind of forget about it.
Oh, a super split.
Super split.
And Bio has it.
And now, doors open on the right. You're on the last train of the night. Sitting across from you is an adorable old man. Right after he departs, you notice he left behind this item. Do you chase after him?
I don't think you'd need to.
Well, the real question is, he gets off and disappears. You
Yeah.
realise he's left his legs behind. You pick them up and go, "Excuse me, sir, you've left your legs." It's like you pick up his legs and then you go, "I'm holding an old man's legs
How?
with your
you
hands."
grasp it in your hands, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a super split again. I would wonder, how does somebody leave their legs behind?
Gives them 12 points of cider.
To be honest, there's a lot about how did anybody leave anything
Get
behind.
ready
and it's
for
a quite easy answer.
the
They
contest.
forget.
A special contest is offering $50,000 to anyone who can actively watch every episode of this show without laughing once. You have to
Oh,
watch
okay.
18 hours a day
Shit.
until completion. The non-refundable entry fee is
Oh,
$2,000.
fuck no.
Do
No.
you do it?
It's such a good show.
It was, yeah, it was pretty good.
What'll I do?
There are some really classic episodes as well. I mean, the later seasons got a little bit, but early seasons.
Oh, another super split.
split.
I'm not paying $2,000 to not laugh at classic comedy.
Yeah. I'm not paying $2,000 to watch classic comedy either.
Well, some people are Sky.
Let's see how everyone's doing.
This might have balanced out things. Oh no, TK's
Mr.
still in
TK
the
is
lead.
still in the lead.
Final dimension time.
We've reached the decisive diminish. Everybody will be presented with a new type of scenario. There will be two options to choose from. Door number 1 is already provided. You will decide what's behind door number 2. Remember, you want to make it as hard of a choice as possible. Oh, and if you correctly predict a certain player's decision, you'll earn some bonus points. Let's begin. Write an option that you think only some people would choose.
It's a hairball. You are feeling sleepy.
Yeah, I'm amazed when the room gets quite warm. This doesn't just set us off. Hello Kitty. That was quite interesting to watch the Hello Kitty stuff. It's all the toys that made us.
Still waiting for DH and Erotic Edgy. Now we're just waiting for Erotic Edgy.
Ah!
Come on, Dickens.
It's like they made an animation of Hello Kitty and everyone went, "Holy shit!"
You can have
that
dinner
looks
with a
weird."
famous person from history, but they will think it's a date, and it will go poorly. You must choose between Harriet Tubman or this person. Who do you have an awkward date with?
Who's Harriet Tubman?
I have no idea. George Clooney. Oh, this is difficult.
No, for instance, I was going to have a date with George Clooney. It would be awkward regardless. It's like, pretty sure I've seen you in a film somewhere.
Yes.
Can't remember what you've done. I'm sure it was good.
Tell me about that shit whilst you were in a yard. Yeah.
Tell me about what it was like to play Batman.
How was it playing House?
House.
You get some bonus points.
I know, that's the joke. Oh, hell yeah.
So, what are we going to talk about while we're here? It's like, when are you going to see a dentist?
Do you know your opinions aren't quite as big as your mouth?
I don't think she does, to be honest.
Myra Hindley. The question is, would you survive the date? That is a split.
And then prediction.
Wait for a split, and then I suppose the numbers does.
I went for Harriet Tubman because at one point I've got to
Moving on.
ask, who the hell are you?
You look better than you ever have before to everyone else. When you look in the mirror, you see yourself distorted, either as having thick face fur or this. Which self-image do you choose?
So don't forget, this is only in your eyes.
Only in your eyes. Thin, long legs.
So I look like myself.
So a spider?
Thin long legs.
Maybe like a supermodel. You know, massive fat body and teeny legs.
Correct prediction. Of course, TK. He's basically got it already.
And it.
Yeah, he did shave.
So don't forget, this is only your self-image.
Yeah.
Although it is
Do you
a
see
second wonky nose.
Yeah, it's correct use of grammar. So we'll go
Is
have
it?
TK.
The second nose is wonky.
Yeah. But it's usually second, wonky nose.
Yes, but that would imply your other nose is wonky as well.
Yeah, it's the Oxford comma stuff, isn't it? Or whatever.
No,
It
it's
all comes
basically
down
putting
to
in
this.
parentheses in commas.
Is it TK? Oh.
No,
No.
I think it's been stolen.
It is I!
Erotic Hedgie gets the kitty lips. But I get the
Most
most likes.
TK Tiger. Most dislikes was me. I won and lost at the same time. Good lord.
You are the most pointed, the least likes.
Yes!
You are the most hated.
God, it's like being in the Tory party.
You won because you were better than the opposition, but nobody likes you.
Yes.
And that's about Rule 60 as we'll get tonight. Thank you very much. So let's start back to the studio.
What was that transition?
Huh?
What was that transition?
That was me pressing a button.
Yes, you pressed a button, and
press
we
it
had a
again if you like.
different transition. Yeah,
Yes.
that was a different transition. Yeah.
And also the fact that you
It
can
should have been a
see
fade.
you can see blue reflections in both our
That
glasses. The last thing the transition was our eyes.
That was not the fade.
It should have been a fade.
Didn't feel
That was
like
not a fade, no.
We'll
No,
leave-
right, it's not a fade. Why isn't that a fade?
This transition isn't what it's supposed to be. Yes, we told you that.
I will buy myself this funky desk. Are you going to learn how to use it? Oh, fucking course not.
Now it's a fade. There we go.
Hey, there we go.
No.
What was the other fade again?
That was a green screen or blue screen to normal.
It was something.
Yeah.
And it certainly wasn't us
That's
using
why
it.
I saw when the blue reflections were in our eyes. It was like, ooh, that's a blue screen change.
I'm going to have to rewatch that bit of the stream just to see exactly what that fade effect... Because that fade effect was NAM, it was called.
Nam.
N-A-M.
NAM.
Nam.
Oh, yeah, I see, like a colour dissolve.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's quite cool.
Fade effect.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Nam.
But that was game one of
No, not
Jackbox
helpful.
for the night.
Of course not.
So now we shall select another game.
Another game.
Another game.
Probably abbreviation for something.
And people are saying, channel, very close game.
Yes.
It's like, yes, not seen a game that close for ages.
No. I think the numbers suited that one for Split the Room because if you could get it, you were likely to get the split.
Yeah.
Whereas whenever
That was
more,
probably a record number of super splits in that game.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that many super splits for a long
No,
time.
we normally play with more people with that because normally it's like we'll start with Jackbox or we'll start with Fibbage or stuff like that because we've got the numbers.
Well, we
and
always
then
start
lead
with
into it.
Jackbox. That's the actual thing that we choose
You know what I
from.
mean? It's like clearly you understand what the intent of that sentence was. You are now just misconstruing it in an attempt to be humorous.
Yes.
And we all say attempt.
Hi. Excuse me.
Hay
Why, have
is
you
what
farted?
hay is what a horse eats. I hated that saying because it's like, what does that even mean?
Yes. It's like my science teacher, whenever you reply to a question with what, she'd be like, unit of power, try again. It's like,
Yeah.
say, no, what? WH, not
Yeah,
what?
because
What?
you're supposed to go, please can you clarify, teacher? I did not understand the question, not
What?
It's like,
Well-
I'm sorry, we're teenagers. We have a very simple vocal library owing to the fact
The
we're using
fuck
we're
you
using
did.
all of our energy to not kill ourselves because we're so fucking emo.
Wow, we've just seen Hedgie's teenage life. He was the emo kid.
Yeah, well, I was
Back in the
always
day
told.
when he had hair.
He was the guy who listened to the equivalent of My Chemical Romance.
No, that would be Portishead. I didn't like Portishead. Hated Portishead.
Well, it's a lovely place.
Ah!
The band isn't. Band's boring as all hell.
No, I think I'll find that's Coldplay. Anyway, enough of these shenanigans.
Yep.
Shenanigans.
We have these shenanigans.
Blather round.
Oh God, we've got to think about.
Gather round for
Thing.
blather round.
Right, is that a C?
Yes.
Can you
It
read
is
the
Okay,
Charlie, Kilo,
Press
Foxtrot,
triangle.
Delta. Or I can just press triangle.
Enter this room code C K F D.
Cookford?
Cookfoot. It's like Cockfosters, but with
not.
a D instead of S at the
Yeah.
end.
Cockfostered. Cockfed.
Oh, hello, Snow's Destiny joining us.
Charlie killed Frederick's dad.
Cockfood.
Cook food.
No. Charles killed Fodie's Diana.
Foley. Oh, yes.
Cock found.
Fodie? Dirty Fired.
Yeah,
Fired,
Dirty
that was
Fired,
it.
yeah.
Charlie killed Fired Diana.
Yeah.
That didn't quite slip off the tongue there.
No.
It's because I couldn't remember his bloody name.
Neither does cock food, to be
Chicken feed.
honest. Chicken feed.
But we have a full room by the look of it. so
Ooh.
Yes. We're filling for no reason.
Yes. It's Blather Round.
Welcome to Blather Round, the game where you break down big ideas into simple sentences, and I break
Ha.
down at the thought of a dog being friends with a cow. Google it.
Don't need
You're
to.
going to present a secret prompt. Live
Facebook.
Moby Dick. You'll describe it to everyone else with sentences like this one. Now, you can change some of these words, but your options are very limited.
That's not an exaggeration.
Everyone else will be guessing
Yeah.
That is an
while
exaggeration.
you make more elaborate sentences.
Yeah.
Oh,
Basically,
it's a
everyone
lot
needs
like
to
Free
throw a
Willy
lot of
2.
clues out.
Yeah.
Moby Dick!
It's
Yeah.
basically
Be fast to win
crowdsource
big.
answer.
And teamwork is rewarded. So talk out loud and work together. Let's be
Except for those people who are like different
Yeah.
houses
okay.
entirely.
Round one.
And 3 seconds behind.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, we got the thing now. We got it. Oh my
Here
god.
are 3 cool prompts.
No.
It's your job to choose the coolest.
Fuck yeah.
I'm so tempted by a couple of these on
If
the
you
first
pick a
page,
harder
but I want to
prompt,
see
you'll
what's
get
on the
more
second.
points.
No,
if someone
don't
guesses
go to
it
the
right.
second page. It's a trap.
It's a trap.
You know it's a trap, TK.
It is a trap. I'm staying on the first page.
Now you're going to craft a sentence that describes your prompt.
Please give me decent words.
On your
Please
device,
give me
you'll see
decent
2
words.
word columns. Pick
gonna
words to
expand
build a
this.
sentence describing your prompt, and then tap submit when you're finished. You can always change your mind. Just tap the word again to take it out.
Oh, I forget the first one is fucking terrible.
Don't worry, it's not worth many points.
Mr. I am a bot and Mr. DH, we are
10,
still waiting.
9, 8, 7, 6,
Oh, time is ticking. Hurry,
No
hurry.
pressure in any way, shape, or form. What?
Oh! Wow.
Timing.
Let's start with you.
Snow's destiny.
The category
Person.
is person.
We're playing the people game.
Yep.
Humongous
Humongous
concept.
concept.
Get going on those guesses.
Concept.
That means everyone in the audience, too.
Big Ben.
In the meantime,
The
the
BFG.
presenter will write another
Boris Johnson.
sentence.
Humongous concept.
Iron Giant. Incredible Hulk.
Mr. Creosote.
Mr. Blobby.
Communicate with
They
the
communicate with the celebrity.
Eiffel Tower.
Twitter. Big Brother.
Jonathan Ross.
Grand Canyon.
Who's someone
Humongous concept.
Oh, this is so an interviewer or something like that. Who's it? Oh,
Mobile phone.
Jack
It
D.
is still a person. It is still a person, guys.
okay.
Facebook.
They're more famous
They're
than
more
Boris
famous
Johnson.
than Boris
Okay.
Johnson.
God.
When the presenter uses your guess in a sentence, you get points.
Oh, who was that person that was parried on Queer Duck who did all the red carpet interviews?
She's so spicy.
She.
A mini sentence for maximum impact.
God.
What's her name?
Oh.
No, the really old.
Oh, Victoria Beckham.
That's not what I was thinking of at all.
You're thinking of Dr. Laura.
Look at you.
No, that really snarky American woman.
Yeah, Dr. Laura.
No.
I don't know.
What did you
Moving
do all the red
on.
carpet stuff?
That
Moving
was great.
on.
What if
And
Chandler's?
everyone who contributed a helpful
Oh,
guess
spicy,
gets some
the-
points too.
Ah.
Yeah.
God damn. It's DH.
The category is
It's the
person.
people round.
Perfect. I happen to be a person myself.
It's the people round. They're a fantastic creature person.
They're a fantastic creature person.
Here we go.
Fantastic Mr. Fox. David Attenborough.
They have
They have the creativity.
Buddy.
Oh, fuck.
creativity.
What?
Morph.
Gromit.
Creativity.
Zork.
Wallace.
Nick Parks.
Ah.
Nick Park.
No, I'm thinking of another one. Do 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 do.
They would be friends with Nick Park.
Fuck, no, it is him, but I can't think of his name. Fuck.
Ah. What films has he done?
Morph.
Fuck.
Oh, Tony Hart.
No, it's not him then. Oh, god damn it, he's so wacky.
He's so wacky.
What a sweet little sentence. So small, so cute.
Fantastic
Animator.
creature
An
person.
animator that does.
Creativity.
Another person. Yeah, it's another person that does
be friends with
claymation or stuff like that. Who else does
Mudley.
claymation?
Jezza.
Steven Spielberg.
God. Nothing like.
They're nothing like Morph.
The timer stops for no one. Get those guesses in.
Jim Henson.
Well, guess, Mr. Xavier.
My names were just dropping out of my head, and it was like, god damn it. That's why I kept on going Morph and
And a
Muppets.
good time was had by all.
Me.
The category
Oh,
is
it's a
place.
Moving on from people. It's a hot, cruel place.
It's a hot, cruel place.
Here we go.
Hawaii. Sahara.
Hedgie's bedroom.
Hell.
France. UK.
It's where you encounter the wealth inequality.
Speed Demon.
Racist.
What? No, fucking factual. You never read about Dubai?
You should seriously think about publishing that.
See?
They picked
Oh,
place.
we're doing more places.
Yeah.
It's a fun establishment.
It's a fun establishment.
Off you go.
Island.
Disneyland.
Disney, Namco,
Las Vegas.
Legoland,
Disney World.
Monaco,
Pier.
Thor Park,
Six Flags.
Flags. Ooh.
Thorpe Park,
Amusement park.
Fun establishment. It's where you roll the
It's where you roll the situation.
Bowling alley.
Literally writing that as you went in, Tiggs.
Nice.
Simples.
Look at all the hard work you did.
And it's DK Tiger.
This is gonna
Oh,
be
we're
a
back to
person.
people. We're back to people.
Delightful. I love people.
On toast. They're a resting in peace angry beast.
They're a resting in
dead
peace
or
angry beast.
animal.
And we're off.
Is it they're a person? Angry beast. Angry beast.
Bill Oddie,
Resting in peace, angry beast.
President Biden,
Angry beast. Who is it?
They're so adorable.
Alex Jones, Hancock,
Adorable.
Bats,
So adorable.
Basil Brush,
They're more famous than Alex Jones and President Biden.
The
Cruella
amount
Devil.
of sentence in that
More
sentence is
famous
astounding.
actions, they're adorable.
There.
Iron, Durla,
Known for the moody mouth.
Moody mouth, adorable.
Trump.
Mr. Sad, Amy Winehouse,
Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay is still alive.
They're nothing like Trump.
Moody mouth. Angry. Angry beast. God.
Time is running out. Submit more.
Food critic. They are
William
renowned
Shatner.
for the
And they are renowned for the personality.
Is it angry?
Stop thinking of humans.
Well, it says person!
Donald Trump.
They're adorable angry beasts.
Gordon Ramsay.
Time is almost up.
Darth Vader.
No, it's a shit question.
Tyler Land,
Ah, you're all useless.
It stings. The prompt was not guessed correctly.
Grumpy
Oh
cat.
my god!
If you saw the answer and thought, oh, that makes sense, then hit my bad on your device.
God. Grumpy cat is not a person, for goodness sake.
Yeah, some of the personal questions are a
You're the
bit
last presenter
interesting.
this round. The category is person.
they're a young human form,
Let's do
Okay.
this.
Boy.
Baby Shark.
they delight in the husband, newborn vampire,
Dwarf.
In the husband.
Hedgie.
He delights in the husband.
they're taller than dwarf, elf,
Large dwarf.
Delights in the
Sleeping Beauty.
God.
She is so sultry.
What a sweet
Snow
little
White.
sentence.
Moduino.
Anna Nicole Smith,
Jessica Rabbit. The only woman I'd go straight for. Oh no, she doesn't exist. I wouldn't say she's a young human
It's
form.
time for the point.
She's like in her 50s.
Is
Fun
she?
fact, if you flip all the ones upside down, you really wouldn't be able to
Depends
tell.
on your viewpoints. Round two.
Round two, do 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 do. Round
He's
two.
singing.
Points are doubled.
Points matter. So pick a decent thing.
These round two prompts are
fuck
juicy,
off.
you lucky ducks.
No, no, no. And no, no, no.
Pro tip, if you don't know what one of the prompts is, maybe don't pick it.
I don't even know how to explain that, so yeah. this will be interesting.
Write a sentence to describe your new prompt. Did you know that you can scroll the lists up and down? You might have more words than you think.
Can't you shoot Dickens is on the sofa?
I was
You're
not
going
feeling
next.
confident. I'm feeling more confident.
The category
I'm
is
not.
person. It could be a celebrity, a fictional character, anyone.
Again, pointing out that it could be anything.
They're an incredible, colourful beast.
Off you go.
Tiger.
Josh.
Colourful
Nemo.
beast.
The tiger that came to tea.
Incredible
Alien.
colourful beast.
They are celebrated for the night.
Clown.
Batman. Dracula.
Rob. Moon.
Phantom of the Opera.
Ronald MC Donald.
Remus Lupin.
Batman.
They're more famous than the tiger that came to tea.
The very hungry caterpillar.
Peacock.
Celebrated for light person, light creature.
Glowworm.
He's so heartwarming.
God, this is
We can all agree we love that scent.
The Hulk.
Santa.
Iron Giant.
Puff the Magic Dragon.
Blaze.
Father Christmas.
Gaviscon.
Time is running out. Time to take.
He-Man.
They're nothing like Batman and Dracula.
Nimtab.
Catwoman.
Known for the merry festivity.
Time is almost up.
Robin Hood.
They're in the same genre as Santa.
Oh my god, that was hellish.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. Oh my god, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I love.
good lord.
That one was a hellish one.
The category
You thought that was
is
bad. You went to see
story.
this.
Oh god.
It's a story about an incredible crew.
It's a story
trouble.
about an incredible crew trouble.
Let's get the
Star
presentation
Trek.
started.
Famous Five.
Incredible crew.
Okay, this will help.
And a speedy
vroom vroom.
So fast car.
Italian Job.
Apollo 13.
Back to the Future. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
There we go.
Oh!
Well,
You
Miss
did so
Destiny.
well, I'm literally gonna buy you a boat. Not a joke. Talk to me after.
Gonna hold you to that, you know. Email Jackbox to go, where's my boat?
Then they send you a toy.
You can't see me right now, but I'm giving you 2 thumbs up. And wearing a fabulous sarong.
I'm sorry, but that promise didn't float.
He thought about that
Category
one.
is
He really thought about that one.
Ding!
It's a thing.
It's just a shame that joke sunk.
It's a useful recent communication.
Here we go.
Mobile phone.
Cell phone. Mobile phone.
Cell phone.
Discord.
Undivided emails.
It links with the field.
Links with the field.
Fence.
5 grams.
Hedge.
Flag.
Tractor.
Clarkson.
LTE.
It's kinda similar to 5 grams.
5 grams.
Pylons.
4 grams. 3.
Wi-Fi!
Whippy.
I was going to say, Wi-Fi's not really recent.
In the grand scheme of things,
In the grand scheme of technology,
You can't see me right now, but I'm
recent.
beaming with pride. And I look gorgeous.
It's like within the last 10 years, we were still plugging cables in.
I mean, we still are because it's
The
superior.
category is story.
Story. It's a story about a joyful somebody.
It's a story about a joyful somebody.
Time to begin.
The BFG.
Hansel and Gretel.
And a small hero.
Hero.
Mr. Happy. Mr. Bean.
Small hero.
The Borrowers.
Chicken Little. The Hobbit.
Oh! Alice in Wonderland.
That was fast. I am thrilled. This round is just like my steak. Well done. And slathered in Alfredo.
Ruined your steak. Never played this game
Story.
Story.
Time to
What was the
attend
story
the
round
tape.
today? Story round? Not
It's a
horrible
story
family
about a
unit.
not horrible family unit.
And so it begins.
The Tweds.
The Borrowers.
Adam's Family.
If Hedgie's read it, it's porn.
Not horrible family. Head, just give me more prompts.
I know, I'm trying to work on it.
Just skip if it's a crap one.
Yeah, I have.
Big Hero 6. Family Guy. It's nothing like the Twits.
A not horrible family unit.
The Robinsons.
Swiss Family Robin.
Hey!
Each sentence more beautiful than the last.
Yay, Bob's Burgers.
This is the last turn. You got this.
Ooh.
The category is person.
Person.
So it could be literally anything.
Yeah.
Vibrant body.
They're a vibrant body.
Body.
Here we go again.
Vibrant body.
Not a dildo.
Rampant Rabbit.
Tom Cruise.
Billy Connolly.
Vibrant
Dame Edna Everage.
Mr. Blob.
They have the fun grinning.
Tony Blair.
Mr. Happy. Jim Carrey. Mike Myers.
The Grinch.
The Grinch.
They're nothing like Not a Dildo and Rampant Rabbit.
Oh, Anne Hathaway.
What?
What the?
Okay.
How the? I have to wonder how. Wow.
Here's the part competitive people like. The scoreboard. Y'all won't believe this, but the winner is...
It's Biohazard X9.
I knew you could do
Well
it.
done. Woo.
Thanks for playing.
They are the winners.
Okay, I have a few post-game notes. You're all wonderful.
That was a note.
Yes.
Your definition of few and my definition of few seem to be not quite aligned. Let's throw it back to the studio.
Yeah.
And there we go. That was our jackboxing for the night.
It was.
Yes.
Everyone likes a bit of jackbox.
Yes, we do.
So, I know Mr. Xavier's got lots of things to talk about for Dan Dusted tonight.
Ooh, does
So-
he?
Well, he's got at least one thing.
It's that time where the cast of Tiger Tales Radio review stuff badly. This is Done and Dusted.
Because I know Xavier watched a DVD today.
Yeah.
You've already talked about that.
Not porn.
It wasn't porn.
Not
Yes.
porn.
But you've already talked about the film that he's watched.
Yes.
Now Xavier can talk about it and give his opinion.
Yes, because TK's like that. So this is D'Artagnan and the Three Muskehounds. Not the TV series.
No, the new film.
Which we've watched a lot.
That
This
I
was
saw it
film.
in the cinema. And would have watched all of the film today, but I had to set the show up.
Yeah. So this is the CG film. which was only released this year.
Yeah.
At least
So it
this
was
year.
March? No, when were we allowed out to play again? Was it about June, July-ish? So yeah, released about then.
Something like that. Oh dear, there we go.
Had a quick run in the cinema, and then has now come out on DVD.
Yeah. So, Spanish feature-length computer animated film. I appreciate the fact it was a Spanish group that did it, because D'Artagnan was originally from the Spanish studio, wasn't it? The
Well,
original
it was
one.
BRB International who made it, animated by Studio Nippon originally in Japan.
Well, BRB, I'm fairly sure is
Yes, BRB is Spanish.
yeah. So I like that, and there's a lot of little bits like that are nice little
Easter eggs.
references, which is quite nice. So the story is, because we've discussed this off the show and on the show, a very abridged version of the animation story and of the actual first book of the Three Musketeers. Yeah, which basically is D'Artagnan coming to Paris, running into Three Musketeers, suddenly getting involved with a plot that could mean France and England could go to war. Shit happens, save the day.
Your typical story.
Yeah, your typical story. But for the TV series, there is a lot of extra stuff that they had to strip out. And for the film, they did strip a good chunk out and add a few bits and pieces, like constantly referencing the Omega Sword.
For no good reason.
My Omega Sword! I got a new Omega Sword!
Trademark.
It's a shame because I really like the storyline in the TV series where he comes in, his sword's beaten shitless.
It's like, this is our family heirloom. The next episode, I broke it!
Yeah. So it's a fun film. There are quite a few amusing running gags, including the why do I always keep running into people who think they're the most famous swordsman in France? When I clearly am the most famous swordsman in France.
No, not the most famous, the best swordsman
Well, the best
in France.
swordsman in France, sorry. Which is hilarious because I don't think D'Artagnan was that flashy a swordsman. Even in the TV series.
He had a high opinion of himself, though.
Yeah, he had a high opinion of himself, but it's the fact that Rochefort was a threat because he was a good swordsman. The Three Musketeers were threats because they were good swordsmen. The guards for the Cardinal were not because they were entirely fucking Merlin guards.
Yep, they were.
Merlin guards.
Even though they were around 20 odd years before Merlin, they were Merlin cards.
It's like sweet Jesus, but yeah, it was really quite fun. The animation you could tell was a little bit patchy,
On the cheap.
Yeah, a little bit patchy in places, and some interesting choices for characters. The jokes, I will say, sometimes fell a little bit.
Some
flat.
landed, some didn't.
Yeah,
But then again, we're adults. We're not the target demographic.
but then what I really did appreciate was when they broke into the animation style, and it was like, here's some nice little asides for what you remember, and it was like, yeah, that's almost exactly what I remember.
Here's
which is
shit
really
for
cool.
the fans.
Yeah.
And
Which
it's
I
like,
really
it doesn't derail the story, it doesn't get in the way, it's very tastefully done,
Yeah.
but it's there for the fans.
Yeah. And primarily the whole thing is to progress the main story, which is why you have a significant character who wasn't a traitor now being a traitor.
Dun-dun-dun.
Dun-dun-dun. Terrible fucking traitor, to be honest, but it was there. You do have Cardinal Richelieu, and it's really, really annoying because having watched the TV series and having watched the Oliver Reed films, I have two brilliant Cardinal Richelieus that I always compare it to.
Is one of them Tim Curry?
Yes.
Tim Curry is not the film I was referencing because he was not in the Oliver
Oh, no,
Reed
you're right.
film.
He wasn't in the Oliver Reed.
It-
He was a
that-
good Richelieu.
He
though.
was,
a good
he was in the
Richelieu.
original cartoon.
I don't.
I think he was the voice in the original cartoon.
I don't believe.
I don't think so, because he would mean they had a budget.
I don't believe so.
So which one was he in then?
He was in one of the more
He was
modern
with the
live-action
Martin
films.
Yeah.
Sheen and was it Emilio Estevez?
And
one?
Tim Curry is the best Cardinal Richelieu. If you try and put someone else to Tim Curry, it's like, no, Tim Curry is the best Cardinal Richelieu.
Actually, it's the ones I've mentioned. So no, even
What?
the BBC one. I can't go. Yeah, he's good because having watched the Three Musketeers 3 films with that version of Cardinal Richelieu, and it's like, yeah, you are a scary villainous threat who also goes, you know what? You won this one. Here's a commission. Sorry, what? Here's a commission. Off you go. Some of the best bits. I really enjoyed that, and even with the TV one, he was sinister.
So in D'Artagnan, the original Cardinal Richelieu was Kerrigan Mahan,
yeah, we wouldn't know him.
who also was in Initial D.
Yeah. Show's voice actors back in the day.
The English dub, I presume.
Yeah, the Tokyo Pop dub. Yeah,
Yeah.
He played Bunta Fujiwara.
Nice.
Oh.
But it wasn't terrible. They're potentially obviously angling for a second film based on a little thing that you see in the credits.
Yep.
Whether or not they get a second film is another thing, because I don't
Probably
think the TV series did anything beyond the main storyline.
There was a second series.
Was there?
Yeah, Return of D'Artagnan.
I don't
They
remember
covered
that.
3 of the additional stories in the D'Artagnan quintology, I would even call it.
Yeah, because you had Man of the Iron Mask as well, where they showed up.
Yeah, that was the final D'Artagnan story, but that ended up being the first story in the Return of D'Artagnan.
Some weird and wonderful stuff. So yeah, it was a fun film. I would certainly recommend it if you're a fan of the old TV series. It is not a travesty,
No, it's
which,
not.
considering releases currently and potentially going forward, because Disney is still doing shit.
Yeah.
There are people talking remakes of some horrendous stuff. This
They captured the
really good.
soul of D'Artagnan, I think.
Oh Christ, yeah. I mean, maybe he's a little bit too over the top. Maybe they made certain characters just a little too 2D, because like the Three Musketeers, it was like the fat one, the poetry one, the muscle guy, and you don't feel that they got the
Character development.
character development that in the TV series they got, because it was
Yeah.
like, by the way, I have a thing with Milady de Winters, and he did.
Yeah, in all fairness, though, the TV series, they had 13 hours to
Yes,
play with.
I know.
In the film, they had
more
90
time.
minutes
I
to do an
thought-
ensemble cast.
I thought Milady was an alias she used to avoid her real name being revealed.
Milady was the common Monkia, but she was Milady de Winter, and she
Yeah.
was.
Did you mean
very,
to say Monica?
Yes, he did.
She was effectively a very much a femme fatale who
An
married.
assassin. She was an assassin, wasn't she?
If you're talking about the cartoon and the film, yes. If you're talking about the book and
She
some of
was
the other
a spy and
films,
assassin for Cardinal Richelieu.
yeah, she was a spy and assassin, but she also had a history of basically going, "You're rich, you're wealthy, I will fuck you over and take all your money." So more of a femme fatale.
Yeah, Milady Lawrence de Winter. So often simply referred to as Milady.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it was. This is the hard part because they keep swapping the names around. Athos in the book. Porthos, the fucking cartoon.
Porthos was the big guy. Yeah.
Porthos
cartoon.
was the muscly guy.
Yeah, the muscly guy.
Athos was the fat guy. Aramis was the collie. Notice
He
how
was
he's not
the-
the poetry.
He was he was the
Athos-
Aramis was the one who was the always sniffing the rose.
Yeah, Aramis was the
Yeah.
fancy
Yeah.
kind of fop character, and in this one reads poetry.
Yeah.
But because they swap Porthos and Athos around, it gets very fucking
Oh,
difficult.
really?
Yeah.
Yes.
'Cause I
They
thought-
did
yeah.
that in the original series.
Because Porthos was the one who liked to drink a lot, and Athos was just a powerhouse.
Trouble is, I can never remember which way around the original was.
Yeah, this is the thing, because the films swap it around. It's hard to remember.
Oh God! Why would they
yeah.
do that?
But,
It was the TV series that got it wrong.
Really?
Yeah, it was
Oh,
D'Artagnan
God.
that got them Porthos and Athos ran the wrong way.
Oh.
which is
And
why
yet
I
you
say
still
this one
scan
swapped.
it?
It's good.
Yes.
It's good. It's getting the names wrong is not the worst thing in the world, really. So long as the story is good, and the story is good. It's just
And
when
they
you
may
then
have done it deliberately because Athos sounds a bit more leadery and Porthos sounds like portly,
yes,
Yes.
which would describe him.
yes. I can't remember if they did that in the BBC one. I don't think they did.
No, they got it right in the
They
BBC
got
one.
to be-
Aha.
which I still need to actually sit down and watch all the way through. But yeah, it's a good fun one. And if you are a fan of like the D'Artagnan stuff, not D'Artagnan, but it's still D'Artagnan. If you are a fan of Dumas's stuff, this
Three Musketeers.
this is still worth a good pickup. So yeah, it was fun. It didn't set the world on fire, but it's certainly
No,
fun.
I don't think it was ever supposed to, really.
No, but for a fan of the TV series, I can see why you'd buy it, because it's like, yeah, that's memory lane. Even if it's a brand new film, kind of, it's just memory lane. Great fun. Oh dear, excuse me.
Okay then.
Just hiccuping was not actually hiccuping. So that was the film that TK forced me to watch. Not quite forced.
True
just
facts.
Put it on just before the show, so that wasn't too bad. What I have been constantly playing for the past 2 weeks, due to various things that have been going on, is Horizon Zero Dawn.
He has.
I haven't finished it because holy fuck, is that a big game?
Yes.
If you try to do everything. And I got this via PS Plus. PS Plus? Yes, PS Plus.
PS Plus or PS Now?
PS Now. One of those two things. So
It was free.
it was free, and it came with the expansion. So it also came with New Game Plus and the Frozen DLC, which I feel kind of adds little bits and pieces, and I will venture off into. So the premise for this is open world game, circuits and sandals style post-apocalyptic world. So tribes, basic technology, also fucking robots. It's brilliant. They do an initial pitch for the world, and it's like, oh yes, people are living in harmony with like learning to deal with like the little tiny wildlife and the machines, and you just see all of these fucking robots waft around as if they're actually animals. So that's the very basic premise of it. The story, you are the chosen one. Because ripping off that story is never done anyone harm. And you are basically an outlander. You're dumped into the lap of another outlander because tribal religions means fuck you. And you get brought up by this guy, but obviously you are like outcasts, and it's not the best of life for the lead character, which is Aloy. So she can't find out where she came from, who her mother is, blah blah blah. So decides that in order to find these answers, to go into this like proving challenge thing called the Proving, where it's basically do an obstacle course, hunt a couple of things, and then plot twist and shit happens, and significant character development kind of happens, and then go out into the world and solve the mysteries that's fucking us up. Okay. Alright. Fine. It does feel a little bit a case. It does feel much like very much Hero's Journey. You are the chosen one. Here is your MacGuffin. Here is your villains who also have MacGuffin. Oh, by the way, your MacGuffin is slightly better than their MacGuffin. Have fun. And you do go out into the world and encounter these other tribes with some very questionable world building, because it's like, here's an entire civilization that has learnt to do things like build bridges with bricks and stone walls and fuck about with cannons. Why aren't they ruling the entire fucking place? Oh yeah, machines. Oh yeah, because clearly they're a big problem, because they have lasers. And they've been getting worse and worse. And the bad guys have figured out how to control some of the machines. So you're dealing with this bad guys. And Lance Henriksen's in this, so you do run into him.
Yes.
Not Lance Henriksen. The black guy from Lance Riddick's? The black guy from John Wick, the maitre d'.
I've not seen John Wick, so I couldn't tell you.
And TK is no good.
Nope.
TK is no good.
None of this topic.
Yeah. I don't want to go too far. Don't look at the trophies either, because it does spoil the plot.
Really? The trophies spoil the plot?
Just a little bit.
Good
just a
Lord.
little bit. Where are you? Lance Riddick.
Okay.
Yeah. I recognise the voice. It's like, that's really cool. So yeah, you are like a post-apocalyptic world. You're digging shit up to utilise. And that's the story. And I've been working my way about halfway through-ish. The gameplay is probably the thing that will make it or break it for most people. Mm-hmm. Because this world has got a very kind of Skyrim-esque feel. Mm-hmm. And a very, open world Assassin's Creed kind of feel. But it doesn't really give you enough tools to make you feel like you can get around the world properly. Such as, here's a clear way of seeing the ledges you need to grab hold of. Because they use yellow a lot. And I don't mean yellow from Nathan Drake's games.
Oh,
Uncharted, where it's like, yes, clearly that's where I need to jump. I mean, yellow as in that looks like it could be a handhold. Could be. Could be. Interesting fun times. And you have the staples of open worlds. You have the high place to like sink to find stuff. You've got a few dungeons to unlock skills that you can't
so they do
unlock.
the high place similar to like Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, it's open world tropes. And you have a lot of collecting. And I say collecting and not crafting because the crafting is almost fucking pointless. Because all you do is make ammo.
Oh.
You don't make weapons. You can buy them. You just make ammo. You don't make modifications. You pull them from the enemies. You just make ammo and potions occasionally and maybe some traps and ammo and fast travel because this was clearly a good idea. We'll make fast travel cost. Admittedly, it's irrelevant because after a certain point, you've collected so much shit. It's a case of my pack's full. Got to craft shit so I can make some room. Oh. Now, in terms of the gameplay, it's a very mixed bag because open world, you can approach the machines and the humans out in the wild in a variety of different ways, which is really fun. You can like layer out traps, you can get to high places, you can glitch things the fuck out because these things that run around on the floor clearly can't get to you if you're on a ridge and they just sit there and look at you because dumbass fucking machines. Some of the other stuff is quite interesting because you have massive, great big fuck off machines, flying machines, land machines that cause a challenge because whatever plan you put in place, that's going to go to shit. I've yet to fight a lot of them because they're fucking hard. But then you have arena fights. And I say arena fights because it's no longer here's an open world. Here's a forced encounter in an area that you then have to deal with without preparation or much preparation. And the game doesn't really work well because you're just running around with a spear killing many, many, many soft animals.
Soft animals.
Soft
so
animals.
like Tomb Raider.
Everything's made of robots, but you're killing soft animals.
Yeah, you smash rabbits with a spear, you smash raccoons with a spear, you smash foxes with a spear, you smash boar with a spear.
With a spear?
With a spear.
With a spear.
Everything else you stab with your spear, but
you fish with...
The balls are special.
You fish with your bow and arrow, and you do have some really cool little, like, toys, but when you're being chased by, like, 3 or 4 medium-sized robots and, like, 5 or 6... grazing animals running around like fucking, panic animals, you and a bow or a little like shotgun style thing, you're gonna get mowed down a lot. So the boss fight aesthetic and the arena fight aesthetic doesn't quite mesh with the playstyles. You can do it. I've seen people on some runs do some really interesting things, but I find bow and arrow play, especially with some of the health pools, frustrating when you can't set up something to give you an advantage. And that's the biggest thing with this sandbox, because it is a sandbox. You're looking for an advantage because you are spod. They are ginormous machines. Until certain skills get unlocked. Because you can unlock skills. And then certain fights become trivial because it's like, oh, I'll just take over this machine. Go on, fight my fights. Fuck off. I'm going to go make myself a sandwich. Come back. Oh, okay, do it again. Fuck off. It's like farming by getting everyone to fucking fight. Or stealth kills, which is even better because it's like, hey, you, come over here. Stab. And you, come over here. Stab. Yeah, difficulty is not the best of things because unlike some other games where AI change their behavior based on the fact that they've been alerted, both the humans and machines don't really. They'll have phases, but unlike something like Metal Gear Solid, which basically went, oh, you've been detected, patrol routes are different, more people have come in, it's a case of, oh, well, my friend's just been murdered. Clearly there isn't a problem. Yeah. But I'm only about halfway through the game. I've still got a significant chunk of the story. There is a lot of collectible stuff, and it's a big enough map that makes it interesting. You can ride animals, but I would heartily say don't fucking bother because it doesn't feel quicker. And you do miss a lot of the shit. And the story beats are interesting, but I do question some of them because it's like, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, why the fuck would you even do that? In this situation where you're in why would you even do that? I was like, clearly we don't trust you to join our little hunting lodge. Everything's out there that wants to kill you, and you're going, no, we don't want you because reasons.
Oh, God.
Hi, I wish to kill things for you. Yeah, so at some point I will manage to finish this. It is a significant game if you're doing everything. And that's ignoring New Game Plus. It does also have the usual challenges, the sports style challenges, where you like get the gold, silver medals.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, those are going to be the things that will fuck up me whether or not I get all the trophies or not. Everything else is complete the game. I don't need to complete the game on a hard difficulty, Teeks. It doesn't have that.
Always a benefit.
Collectibles, story points, so you do need to like do side missions. Certain things you need to unlock and find. Cool, that's fine, I can do that. Stupid fucking gold, silver, bronze challenges, which are the things that are going to deal me in. New Game Plus, however, is the one that is separate from the main, and that's the one where it's like, oh yes, complete this on ultra hard difficulty.
Ooh.
Yeah, fun.
No, that is not fun because you are then doing another 60-hour game on ultra hard. Ooh. I mean, potentially New Game Plus would actually give some extra stuff.
Normally with New Game Plus, don't you get to keep your levels and all your...
Technically, but then this was the same thing that I looked at with God of War, because God of War did this, and I've skipped over the gear because it does feel irrelevant. Same with God of War, the gear feels irrelevant. I'm going to guess potentially in New Game Plus and harder difficulties, maybe it feels a bit more relevant, especially New Game Plus. But when you've gone through a game for like 40 hours, you don't immediately go, I want to play that again. Not like what I've done already with the old games, because I've had 20 years time difference. But yeah. Oh, drying up. But yeah, that's Horizon Zero Dawn. It is fun. There is a new one coming on PS5, so we will never fucking see that one in the next 3 to 5 years.
Oh, what's that you're breaking?
I'm just kicking the power supply.
Okay, that's
Oh,
fine.
God.
Just kick it into the Atari.
Yeah, I did.
Fiend.
Oh, dear.
Have you played Atari today?
No, I have not played Atari, but we have overrun by about 15 minutes, which isn't too bad considering.
Yeah, considering you're old. Yeah.
Yeah, we're old. We are indeed old. So let me get
Some
back.
older than others.
Oh, so do you want to wrap up then, TK? Because I think. Oh, actually, no. We need to do the advertising.
Yes, we do.
So yes, you can find us at TigerTailsRadio.co.uk, TigerTails.co.uk, and TigerTailsGaming.co.uk, where we have our gaming stuff. We are also on Facebook, Twitter, and as you can see on YouTube. We do. Yes.
Yeah, we're on YouTube. Hello.
Hello. And we do have a podcast, as we mentioned, Ramblings of a Grey Muzzle, which you can find at greymuzzlepodcast.co.uk. Latest episode, Halloween episode, is up now. Love to see you all enjoying.
Apparently, Spotify has polls now.
Hey.
Yeah, Spotify apparently has shit. Not that I can find it, but apparently has shit. If you do find it, interact with it because that shows it's working.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like a lot of this stuff, it's like we're doing stuff. We don't know if anything's happening. So if there's anything that pops up that's interactable, like questions and things, feel free to interact with it because then it tells us that this shit is working because this is mostly new to us anyway.
We're just making it up as we go along.
Yeah. But now I think it's a time for a round of good night. So it's a good night from myself, Xavier Wolf.
It's a good night from Hedgie over there.
Good night, everybody.
And it's a good night for myself, TK. Thank you very much for watching or listening to this episode of Tiger Tales Radio. We shall return next Monday for show 997.
Ooh.
35.
As we creep ever closer to show 1000.
Yes.
And the end of season 13.
Well, that gets closer as well, yes, but show 1000 comes first.
Cool.
Unless, of course, we end on show 1000. Ooh. But until then, it's night-night, everybody. Night-night.